It's Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today, NBA superstar Dwayne Wade. And from the series Broad City and the new film Rough Night, Ilana Glazer. Plus, your questions and comments on another edition of The Inbox. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
Nice to see you.
Sunshine.
It is Monday, June 19th, 2017. Day after Father's Day.
Day after Father's Day. Now, did you... I know, isn't that funny how we're like, oh, day after Father's Day. And the two dads here say, woo!
There's only two dads in the audience. It's mostly women.
What about your dad? Did you do anything to make up for A, breaking his arm, and B, it being Father's Day?
He has 8 pins in his left hand because I bought him shoes that I thought were good for tennis. He played tennis, he fell in his hand, and now he's frustrated that he is bored. So it was indirectly my fault, and I feel terrible guilt. So I call him.
You called him.
I call. You know, it used to be when we were kids. I have a couple thoughts about Father's Day, just observing fathers.
Okay.
So for my dad, one, he appreciated homemade breakfast in the morning. We would get up and he would want a fried egg sandwich with mustard, and he'd want home fries, sliced potatoes, onions, sautéed. That was the morning. That was what he wanted every Father's Day morning.
That sounds amazing.
It's good.
Gosh,
it's
I
fun.
love how foodie your household was growing up.
It's all about the meal. We have one planning the next one. So at the breakfast with the fried egg sandwich, we'd be planning the oysters and the beer in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
Would
You
you
guys
like
are
to?
like the Rockefellers.
Would you like to come over sometime?
Yes.
It was so it would be oysters and beer in the afternoon and the fried egg in the morning. But now I just call him because I think once you grow up and move out, I don't know. I mean, you're a dad, but don't dads just? We don't need we.
We. You're a dad to Georgia. Georgia's your baby.
Something I have to tell you.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Could you imagine if you told your parents that you were having a baby
on the air?
On the air for Father's Day?
They're probably going to learn a lot through this show.
Okay.
But I would say we guys, I don't feel like we need a lot, right? I think just a little pat on the back, a little hug. We don't need. It doesn't need to be a large celebration or a lot of hoopla. Just chill.
My dad just wanted to go to Ernie's barbershop and escape us for the day. That was sort of his Father's Day treat, was not hearing 3 women demanding things from him.
It's just a little escape.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was just leave me alone for the day.
But I think mothers, and deservingly, like to have a little more of a celebration. I think. At least
it
that's
depends.
what my mom.
I kind of wanted to be left alone this past Mother's Day. I said, just stop talking. Kind of, pretty much was my thought process.
I think, by the way, my barber as a kid was Ernie. I went to Ernie's barbershop in Dunwoody, Georgia.
You did?
6 degrees right there.
It was all meant
to be, Ripa.
Kismet. Yeah, but no, we still do a big deal for Mark. We try to surprise him with things.
Well, what's been a great surprise that you've pulled off for Mark?
This one, I got him, you know, because he's going to be living away from us for so long now. So for his dressing room over at Riverdale, I got him something called the Libation Station.
Ooh. And
basically what it is a wall-mounted bar that you can mix cocktails on because, you know, on a Friday night after a long shoot,
he needs to drink alone.
He needs to drink alone in his trailer. It'll be very tragic and sad, but he'll know that I'm there.
You contributed to that.
Yes. But anyway, it's a very cool, it's very chic looking.
It's the Libation Station, so it's got everything in it.
It's got
like
everything.
A little kit?
Yeah, it's like a thing. It's got all of his tequilas and things that he likes, and a little, you know, an area to actually a shelf that pulls out. So it's you can put it anywhere. It's great.
That's
It's great.
fun.
So I was proud of myself that I
That you found the
that I
libation
found
station.
something that he didn't know that he wanted, and that he didn't know he wanted, and that he didn't already get himself. Because he's big on, if he sees something he wants, he just gets it for himself.
Sure. So, Dad, if you're looking for something to do with the 8 pins, guess what's coming to Atlanta? The libation station.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
I'm getting you the libation station, coming personally recommended by Kelly. Something I noticed living here in New York, and actually wrote about it in the paper, is that when you go to a restaurant, many restaurants, because of the limited space here in the city, the tables are so close together. Big cities, this happens, right? Restaurants are small, and the tables are so close together that you can really hear all of the things that are going on with the couple or the people next to you. So much so that you almost feel obligated to say something to them. Because, you know, you're hearing about the troubles with the kids, or the fact they're back together, and the mother-in-law's a nightmare. I mean, there have been times where I'll be seated alone when someone goes to the bathroom and the couple has just talked about something relatively relationship intense, and I want to lean over and just advise them, but I feel like that would be intrusive. They wrote an article about how there's no sort of legal parameter in terms of how close tables can be. There's no code, no industry standard or fire code for distance between tables.
Yeah. Well, listen, before you worked here, this is going back, I want to say like maybe 8 years ago. So it's going to seem like a new story, but it's a story I've told in the past. Mark and I inadvertently spent our wedding anniversary with Jim Carrey, the actor Jim Carrey, and his publicist were seated next to us, and it was our wedding anniversary, and Jim and Mark started talking about art and art shows and this and that, and then they ordered the steak for 2. I'm not kidding. Jim Carrey and my husband ordered the steak for 2. And because our tables were so close, it was easy for them. I just had a salad, and then Jim's publicist. I can't remember what Jim's publicist ordered, but it was. I said to him, it was a very romantic.
Foursome.
It was a very romantic wedding anniversary between you and Jim Carrey.
We'll have the steak for 2.
We'll have the steak for 2.
You know, Jim and I. No, I mean, when the food comes, and by the way, you almost feel obligated to ask them or comment. But the worst is when someone at the other table has to get up and go to the bathroom.
Yes.
And they don't know which way to turn to squeeze.
Because do you want your back bits or your front bits in your neighbor's face? It's almost as bad as climbing over your seatmate to go to the bathroom on an airplane. Oh. Now tell me, front bit or back bit?
I usually, most people choose the back. Most people choose to back it up and slide right by. I was on a flight not too long ago, and I don't know what was wrong with the man beside me, but it was an overnight flight, and I was trying to sleep, and his knee kept touching my knee.
I get the urge.
You do what? And I look over thinking, surely he's going to wake up. And he's not waking up, and I keep feeling more and more pressure against my knee.
So he's falling into a deeper
He's falling into a deep sleep. I don't know what he's dreaming about. So I can't figure out, do I let this go? Or do I nudge him and wake him up and say, sir, you're literally going to first base with me right now. So I let it go. And
in our house, that's second base.
Speaking of sleep, do you try to go to bed at the same time? I know you don't sleep well, but do you try to go to bed at the same time? It is healthy. Do you guys try to go to bed at the same time on a regular schedule?
Yeah. Whether I fall asleep or not is another story, but I get my body into the bed at the same time.
Well, they do say that going to bed at the same time every night, people who do it with strict bedtime rules are more successful. They took a study, Harvard graduates, and this is what came out. So you try to hit the same time to go to bed. The challenge then is, can you get to sleep at the same time? But it does make you apparently much more productive and long-term successful.
The sleep or just being in the bed at the same time?
You're supposed to go to sleep, but even getting your body to try and rev down at the same time is helpful.
So I think it's having habitual good
It's
habits.
eating regular.
That's a good
You're supposed to eat at the same time,
Right.
go to sleep at the same time. Even if you have to it's better than
Yes.
having it sporadic.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, I'm good at falling asleep. I'm not good at staying asleep. I wake up
So you
in the
can
middle
go,
of the night.
you can go down, but you
Right,
can't stay.
I can go down. I just can't stay.
What's great about working with Kelly is you can text her any hour, any
and
time of the
my
day.
response is immediate.
Immediate.
Yeah.
Literally.
If it's not immediate, I'm in the gym.
No, I know. There's 60 minutes a day. You're unreachable, and that's when
That's
you're doing
when-
that
that's
dance
when-
class you made me do, which is
Yeah.
a killer.
It's fun though.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sore?
Well, no, because I'm taking baths these days.
Are you really?
I am. I just started getting into baths at 42.
Wait, what do you mean? Like luxurious baths?
I mean, as a guy, as a kid, I just was all about quickness and, you
Yeah.
know, get in, get out the shower. You know, I don't even rinse, wash, and repeat. But now I just started, Shayna has all this amazing, I don't know what these things are, but there's all kinds of kernels of things and seeds and crystals and bath salts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll start dumping it in there and I'll draw myself a bath and I'll lay in there. The only thing is, I don't know, guys, if any men in here take a bath?
There's
it's
two
not-
that are nodding yes, and the
But they're
rest
shy
of them-
about it. I
And there's a
understand.
guy behind you two whose wife is saying yes, but he's saying no.
The
She's
issue-
saying yes, he does, and he's saying no, I don't.
It's not the same experience if you don't have the suds covering everything.
You mean you want suds covering your bits
Yeah,
and pieces?
I don't think, you know, you don't want to lay in there looking at a reflective pool of anything. So, so needless to say, I'm not that sore because I'm taking these baths now.
Epsom salt.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do afterwards.
No, but
That's
Epsom salt.
amazing.
Epsom salt
Yeah, you're
draws I guess it dehydrates you. Gelman, what is the science behind it, doctor?
I don't
He
know
wasn't
why
listening.
you lose that much weight, but Epsom salt baths are great. All that
the way-
magnesium relaxes you.
Gelman wasn't even paying
wasn't
attention.
Yeah, I was paying.
Yeah.
Totally. Very engaged.
No, but we should look that up, Jim. Maybe. And happy birthday, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, they should. There's a reason, and I can't remember why. They told me, but I was busy just writing down pick up Epsom salt, so I wasn't really listening.
No, you're supposed to put
Yeah.
a half carton or so in there after you work out.
Yeah. It's really healing. So there's a lot of proms happening, graduations happening, end of year celebrations happening. Father's Day just happened. And they're talking about, in Southern California, they're talking about the unusual step of asking Southern Angelinos to stop using those Mylar balloons, you know, the good, pretty Mylar balloons that we all love so much
Right.
because they last so much longer. They say when the balloons let loose, they can hit power lines and zap the entire neighborhood's power source.
Right.
So it's a bad interaction.
But is it just in Southern California that it's happening? Or it seems like-
Only people in Southern California are asking people to stop
to
using
stop doing it. I
Mylar
see.
balloons.
Because I mean, the whole point of having those balloons isn't it always just to release
to
them and
me,
let them go?
I always think that Mylar balloons are a collector's item because they're like $5 a piece or $8 a piece or whatever. They're expensive, you know. So to me, you don't let the Mylar balloons go. You're not. I don't think you're supposed to let any balloons go.
You're not supposed to, but
Right.
as a kid, it's always the most fun to let it go and see if it gets to the space shuttle. In LA, living there for 20-some years, we need stuff to complain about because every day is beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. Here, you complain about the weather, the temperature, the crowds, the humidity. There, we need
Tables
to,
being close to each other.
yeah, we need to complain about the balloons being released.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
that's good. That's true. That's a good.
We
way.
need a list of things. That and traffic's all we got.
Yeah. Well, you do have a lot of.
We do have a lot of that.
Lot of traffic.
So,
Big show. Dwayne Wade is here.
oh yes, I like the way he dribbles up and down the court. From Broad City, Ilana Glazer is here as well. It's time for Summer Seas Travel Trivia. Let's go.
That's our trivia dancer, Lauren. Is it Gibas?
Gibbous.
Gibas from New Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Good to see you.
Is that
No, it's like 2 hours northwest.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
2 hours northwest. All right.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you for being here. We have Renee Cavadoy on the line. Renee is from Rockville, Maryland. Hi, Renee. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Ryan. Hi, Kelly. Gelman, Shirley, everybody. I'm so happy to talk to my favorite people.
We've been waiting for you all our lives.
Oh, I know you have been, because you've got to come to my New York-style deli in Rockville, Maryland, Bagel City. We have the tables. They're spread apart. You can talk about anybody.
Wait.
Wait.
So,
It's in Rockville, Maryland. What is the name of this place?
It's called Bagel City, and we were voted #1 bagel in the whole area.
let's see what you're playing for, Renee. Great to have you with us.
Oh, Renee, here's a great prize. The Veranda Resort and Spa in Antigua. 7 days, 6 nights. It's all inclusive. All the bagels you can eat.
Oh, yes, in the suitcase. I'll put them in there.
Okay. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $7,400. You have 20 seconds and only one guest. Good luck.
Thank you.
Gosh, I really want you to win,
I
to hear
know,
your
I know.
excitement
Thank
when
you.
you win.
I'm praying.
Okay. Last week, we talked with Ethan Hawke. Where did Ethan say he was on vacation and bought a home that he'll be visiting this summer? So he's lived there for a while.
Oh, so he has a vacation home. Well, he's filming in London. It's Nova Scotia?
That's it. You got it.
Congratulations, you and the guests will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Veranda Resort and Spa on the beautiful island of Antigua. This all-inclusive Caribbean vacation paradise is nestled on 30 spectacular acres of tropical gardens overlooking a tranquil bay. Enjoy the oversized suites and a host of activities, nightly entertainment, fine dining, pampering and spa tranquility, and much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $7,400.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, my God, I almost had a heart attack. Oh, my God, thank you. Thank you so much. Ryan, you brought me good luck coming on the show.
Me too.
You want to call
You
back
gotta see
tomorrow?
me.
So congrats. You can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 appliance package from Cuisinart. So, Renee, pick a number between 1 and 235.
7 from my granddaughter, Brianna. She just turned 7 last weekend.
She's leaving. Stay.
So nice. Renee, I gotta tell you, you have the lady that never wins anything.
Glenn Wayne's with us right after this. Way to go!
Still ahead on live from the new film Rough Night, Ilana Glazer. We'll open up Kelly and Ryan's inbox to hear your comments and questions. Coming up next, Dwayne Wade.
How about this? He's a world-famous basketball superstar for the Chicago Bulls. Please welcome Dwayne Wade.
We got the jackets on.
Yeah, man.
We got to coordinate a little bit. I mean, we got the look
It's
on.
like spitting images of each other.
No, wait, is this yours and is this yours? Are you both wearing yourselves?
I think I could fit here. I think I could fit that.
No, I'm wearing Dwayne's jacket.
You're wearing Dwayne's jacket today?
It fits well.
Welcome back to the show. Last time you were here, you were my co-host. Do you remember that?
He's got the charm.
We made our own NBA handshake.
What's the story behind the different NBA handshakes?
I don't know. It's just each person is something about them. So if someone say someone went to Harvard, right? So
Okay.
then you have a handshake and it has something to do with reading a book. It just has something to do about being smart. So just depending on the person's kind of personality or
So with
something.
each player you're close to, there's a different,
different handshake.
choreographed handshake?
Yeah, like if you see some of the NBA teams, they feel like they got a different handshake with everybody in here.
Yeah.
Like from the training staff to the coaches
What
to
would
the
Ryan's
security guard.
handshake be? What would his handshake
I'm
be?
good at baking and swimming.
Okay. All right.
so
So,
what
we
would-
definitely would add some swimming into it.
Okay, so
And,
add
all
some
right,
swimming?
So bacon
Good.
and swimming.
That's
Okay,
what
and
we
I'm
do.
good at eating
Yeah.
and sleeping.
Okay.
All right.
You're kind of good at basketball,
So let's stand
too.
up.
All right, so what do we
So we always got to start it off with 3 because I'm my number 1, 2,
3. Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
do baking.
Okay.
How do you bake?
I bake like put it in the oven.
Okay, so we'll do this. Boom.
Okay, yeah,
All right,
good,
so 1,
good.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, boom. Yeah.
All right, so then I like eating, so then I'll be like,
Okay.
all right, that's 2.
1, 2, 3, boom.
All right,
And then you sleep and I swim.
Then you swim.
And then we're out. Okay,
Yeah.
ready? Here we go.
Okay.
That's it. Is that easy?
Guys, that one's going to take off, I can tell. It's going to take off.
He's an NBA player. He's an NBA player now.
It's going to be the next big one, I can
It's all on the
tell.
wrist.
So now you're father to 3 boys, right? 3
Yes,
boys?
yes.
And your nephew, right, also
Yes,
lives with you?
yes.
So Father's Day, do you get spoiled around Father's Day?
Well, here's the
Do
thing.
they take care of you?
Here's the thing. Father's Day is not... Fathers don't get good gifts.
Do any of the boys play basketball?
Yeah, my oldest son plays and my nephew plays. So
And do you go to the games?
Yes.
And what's
Look, I'm like, y'all know something?
What happens when you? Because I
Yeah,
always.
can you go to the
I would.
games?
I do. I go to the games. I sit there, and I started off very calmly, like
Yeah.
every other parent in there, and then I end maybe a little different.
But
Yeah.
isn't everybody just terrified that you're there watching? I'm nervous to perform on the court.
Maybe a little bit, but my kids want me to come.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah, of
I want to
course.
come. So, you know, me and my wife go, and depending on the day, either one of us are crazy. And, you know, we cheer them on and we curse them out.
Have you ever
and-
coached?
No.
You don't want to do that.
No,
But-
I'll just be up there like
But
this.
does the
and-
coach ever look to you like,
What should we play here? What should we run?
Right.
No. So my boys this year, they had a women's coach. It was the first women coach in like the school history.
Wow, major.
Yeah. And I sat back, I watched from afar. Like I said, me and my wife went to as many games as we could. We sat back, we watched, we became fans of the game, just supporting them. And then we had those parent moments where you get up, but you sit back down because
you catch
wanna-
yourself.
Yeah, you want to go snatch your kid up and say, like, stop looking over there, look over there.
Yeah,
But,
I love your. First of all, I have to say I love your wife, Gabriella Union. She's such a great. She's a good. I don't know how to say this. She's like a guy's gal, right?
yeah.
But she's
That's it.
also
Drink beer with you.
Yeah,
watch
right.
the game,
She's so cool.
burp, like all that,
right,
yeah.
right. But you, you were recently at the CFDA Awards, and she also is so. She's such a girl's girl.
Oh, she can
also.
turn it
She's
on.
so glamorous.
Yeah, she carries us on every red carpet, so.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing the red carpets? I mean, you're into fashion. Do you enjoy doing the red carpet yourself?
No.
Yeah.
Especially, well, when I'm doing it with my wife, it's like, Gabrielle. Dwayne. Gabrielle. Dwayne. So I just got to wait for that one person that called my name, and I got to look at them and try to, you know, I don't know if I'm smiling, if I'm trying to look serious. I really don't get it. But, you know, I try to do it.
Yeah. Does she teach you anything? Like, is there a secret to posing on the red carpet that she has passed on to you?
Yeah, get behind her.
Be the background.
Don't cover her up.
Coming up, Dwayne talks about playing back in his hometown of Chicago right after this. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Now, you left the Miami Heat to go back home and play for Chicago.
Yeah.
What has winter been like? Tell us about winter.
Winter was, it was different. I would say that.
Yeah.
But it was different in a cool way. Like, I didn't stay outside much. Like I said, I knew, like, I came out my house, I took 15 steps to get in the car. I got to the arena, I took 10 more steps to get in the arena. That was about it. So I got 25 steps, so 50 steps total.
Did you hear
outside.
that? Did you learn? 'Cause he's moved to New York from California, and he's experiencing things he's never experienced before, like wind.
Yeah.
And
The layered look,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, so
So in Miami, I mean, let's get down to it. You were teammates with LeBron for many years, right?
yeah, 2 years.
Now you're in Chicago and you guys are opponents on the court.
Yeah.
What's the dynamic like after knowing each other so well?
It's just like you and like your brother, or you know, you and your sister, or someone that you're competitive, right? You go out there, you try to compete against each other. You don't want the other person to win because they got a little bit of bragging rights on you, but you look forward to those moments, right? Those are games that I look forward to the most. But it's very competitive. Then afterwards, you know,
Do
we
you
go
talk
get some
smack to
wine.
each other?
Nah, we're not really smack talkers. I mean, that day in basketball is kind of.
because you guys go on vacation together.
Yeah.
So you can't talk too much smack.
They're
because
riding
then
the jet
you're
ski
gonna-
together.
Yeah, it's
you're
like-
gonna see each
it's
other.
like-
Hey, want more speed?
Whoever loses this game gotta, you know, gotta
Exactly.
pay a little more on the
Well,
vacation.
yeah, you had quite a bet. with LeBron after the World
I
Series,
did,
right?
I did.
Okay, now
I did.
give us a little backstory on how that happened.
So, I mean, I come back to Chicago and the Cubs. I jumped on the Cubs bandwagon, right? I'm from Chicago, so I can do that. Of
course, right.
So the Cubs who haven't won a World Series. Yeah, I jumped on the bandwagon.
They became America's team at that point because, I mean, if the Cubs are in the World Series, everybody wants them to win because it's been so long.
It was like 108 years or something like that.
something crazy.
So the Cubs is doing well, and they in the World Series. They get to the World Series, and the Cleveland Indians is in the World Series as well. And hey, me and LeBron decide to friendly bet. You know, neither team has won in at least over 60 years or something crazy like that. So let's do a friendly bet. So the bet was, whichever team loses, the other guy has to come to the city wearing that uniform. And I may be saying this right, maybe saying wrong. But so, long story short, Cleveland lost, so LeBron had to come to Chicago wearing the Cubs uniform. And it was the most media.
That photo.
Yeah. So this is a regular game, and it was so much media there, you would think, you would thought it was the finals.
And the caveat was no pants, right? So he's just wearing the top with no pants.
No, he definitely had pants.
He had the pants on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You look like you were enjoying that moment.
I loved it.
Eating it up.
I loved it because he was like, he didn't want to talk to me. He was like, why are you out there? Like, I was there with my camera. Like, the city of Chicago was so happy. Like, I was going around the city, like going to dinner and stuff, and people saw they was talking about, like, hey, we can't wait to see LeBron come in. And like, they were so excited. So it was good for the city.
Did you call the media everywhere you went together? Like, we're leaving the hotel and we're going to go to,
Oh, yeah, everything. I was fine. I'm texting like, yo, so are you on the bus yet? I need to know where he's at so I can make sure everybody's ready when he walks in. So it was good.
Now, we were talking about our jackets earlier. You're obviously a very stylish guy, and it's part of who you are.
Thank you.
Tell us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell us about your passion for dressing well.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all think we dress well, first of all, right? We all put on clothes and we think we look well.
Yeah, but no, you do. You look great.
Well, so we all think. We all think. So it just came from just a passion, just wanting to dress well. And, you know, I think you guys know that years ago, David Stern put in this dress code in the NBA. And when he put in the dress code in the NBA, it kind of became a competitive thing with guys where we wanted to dress better than the next guy.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, I kind of took that moment and me and my team, we kind of came to New York. We sat down with every publication, we sat down with every brand, every designer, and kind of, you know, told them and expressed to them my passion for fashion. And it just kind of built from there. So from there, we built relationships and been able to design a few things.
And now you have this line on Amazon as well.
Yes, now I have this amazing store. I have this amazing store on Amazon where I designed so many different things for different brands. We was kind of like, you know, we got one thing sold over here, one thing sold over here,
Oh,
so
so
we
they
wanted to
pulled
bring
it
it
all together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
We got to go shopping. All right, go to our website for more information about Dwayne's fashion being sold on Amazon. Great to see you both.
Great to see you, Dwayne. Give my love.
Thank you very much. Ileana Glazer next. We'll be right back. Nice work, man. Welcome back. She's one of the stars of Comedy Central's Broad City, and her most recent project, the comedy Rough Night, is in theaters now. Please welcome Ileana Glazer. Nice to see you.
Oh, my gosh. Now, first of all, let me just say this. The first time you were on this show, you were my co-host.
I know. Was that brave of me? Was that bold?
It was bold and brave.
I was really nervous. You were such an incredible leader. I learned...
She literally, it's amazing what she can,
I learned
how she does it, right?
so much from this woman in an hour. It was wild.
Really?
Yeah, you're a genius at what you do.
Speaking of geniuses, you are married to one because you secretly got married behind my back. Congratulations.
So last time when you were co-hosting, you were not married to the scientist?
No, we've been together for 5 years this month. It came together kind of quickly just because it was all there already. It wasn't like some rush thing, you know, like I'm not like that, really.
Yeah.
So we've been together for so long, it just kind of all came together in the right way.
Well, I approve. I like him very much.
I love how Kelly gets possessive about relationships. She wants to know what's going on with kids and marriage. It's very important to check in.
And the Yenta of life.
I love it.
So you planned the wedding in a matter of weeks, then?
Yeah, it It was crazy, and it was very casual. It was just
So
chill.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
it was-
perfect. That's the perfect way to get married.
Yeah, it's very us. We were really.
He's a scientist? Is that
Yeah,
right?
he
What
is.
kind of scientist?
He is a molecular biologist.
We don't even know what that means. But
Me neither. I don't know either. He's like a computational biologist. I'm like sort of getting it, but he.
But just
he
by
works-
saying that, we'll get
Yeah.
no follow-up from anybody
Yeah.
because we're like, yep, sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds
Good for you.
Yeah,
You
he's
needed one of
really,
those.
really smart.
So how did you two meet? How would somebody like you meet somebody like him?
So I met him before. I met him after FX passed. Before Comedy Central picked up the show.
Okay.
So I was very humbled.
right.
And it wasn't like, he's also in science, so he doesn't know, he doesn't really know, like,
He probably
comedy.
he reads books.
Yeah, reads papers and knows how to read, and I'm like, cool, like showing off to me that you finish a paper. But we met in Washington Square Park, and we just made eyes, and we were like, damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Broad City in production and so much work going on, did you have a chance to escape for a little getaway honeymoon?
Yeah, it's really, Abby is the best sister and partner, and she just, she really got it and understood, and we like shoot in blocks so that you can catch your breath and prepare for the next block of shooting, and so between blocks we had finished our directing, so like everything unclenched and let loose, and I was like, okay, can you, like, I want to go on this trip for like 3 days, and we went to, and Abby picked up the slack for me, which was so
So you
generous.
went on your honeymoon?
Yeah, we went, to Iceland.
Oh, how nice.
Dude, it's 5 hours from here.
Yeah, I know.
It's 5 hours from here.
It seems like you're on another planet, but it's 5 hours.
It is 5 hours to get to the moon, basically.
Right.
Right.
The moon with oxygen. It's crazy.
And you have those geothermal, right?
Yeah, and like
Things.
David and I are like stupid about that stuff. We're more just like hang out and walk and talk, and then we were leaving. We're like, wish we had planned some of this stuff, but it was fine.
Right.
It was fine. It was just honestly driving was the best part of it because you taking in as much landscape as possible is the point.
But I think what's so I didn't think about it in the context of just as far to Los Angeles as it is to Iceland.
I know.
Right? In terms
And
of flight time.
We felt like we were on drugs or something driving because it was like, is some experience bleeding over that this is so insane? No, the landscape is so crazy. It just is, it's wild. Yeah,
Wow.
you gotta go.
When we come back, we'll find out what yoga, walking, and stand-up, right, all have in common. Ilana Glazer in Rough Night. So we've both seen this, and
You are the scene stealer of the movie, by the way.
it's been so
You are.
fun to do. You know.
It was so much fun, and the movie, I'm so proud of it. It is so funny, and Paul and Lucia, who are my good friends and collaborators, did such a beautiful job. And meeting these women and learning from them on the job like this,
Yeah.
it was such a special opportunity.
Yeah,
for me.
I really believe that you are all friends.
Yes.
I mean,
I couldn't believe, like we got there, and I mean, it's not 3 people, it's 5, you know, that
Right.
it's, and whatever pressures that are put on women, are they gonna gel and be BFFs?
what if
whatever?
there's a cat fight?
Yeah, and
what
like-
if there's a war?
And it was just,
Right.
It was just like such, we all came to the table with such respect for each other. It was really powerful.
Women are so easy to work with, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I know. Well,
women
I agree.
I always say that Ryan is a man, but he also has like female brain.
Because it's, I say that about, no, female brain is the sexiest
No, it's the
brain.
sexiest
Oh, it is?
It's
brain,
the
yeah.
most powerful,
Yeah.
strongest brain.
I walk
He does.
right up to the line if the wind blows.
No, my husband has major female brain.
I
Good.
swear.
And do I love it. Yeah, women are used to adapting themselves, especially for any situation, bending over backwards, making it work, having to do a better job to overprove themselves. And so it was actually very easy because all these women had been so sharply creating their spears for like so many years that it was just, it was very easy, weirdly.
Now, how'd you shoot this around Broad City? Were they overlapping?
It was during a hiatus, which was the first time that this happened for me and Abby. And Abby shot her own movie, and weirdly, at first it seemed like, oh, is this gonna like mess up our flow? But it actually added to the writing because we got this perspective of going away. The election happened, which changed things too.
Right, right.
And it was written in a different way before, and it was just such a great experience to go do something else that neither of us had ever done, come back, and then add that experience to the show, and I think you'll be able to smell it in the season.
And you do so much, obviously, on Broad City. What was it like to jump into this for a minute and just be in front of the camera and act?
Yeah, you know, it was really challenging for me. It was like meditative in a way, and that was like definitely something that I was learning from these women who are used to focusing their energy on acting. It's hard for me in general to like relax, be present, and it was a great exercise for that. It was great.
You know, I just want to change the subject for a second, because Ryan has been talking this morning about how he's gotten into baths. He's to have a tub.
Yes, yeah, I got an apartment. Abby and I say that we bought each other apartments because we basically did.
Yeah.
Through this show. And
isn't that great?
Yeah. I mean, really, I'm like, we bought each other apartments.
Yeah.
Now. And in New York, I've had so many bathtubs with like human stain on it, you know, just like really filthy, like
crime scene
flip-flop, you know, tubs and showers. And this is like a new tub, and I live in it, and it's big, and my husband and I are pretty petite, so we like hang out in there.
Swim laps.
Yeah. And yeah, and I got this. I feel like the Epsom salt thing. Like I don't have to do. I heard you say, like, covering yourself with foam. Don't cover, but...
let it all hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, sometimes you're in there, you just, I don't know, it's fun to play with the suds.
It's also, like, magnified in a way that isn't always present.
Yeah.
But the salt thing, I feel like, I don't know, it's like, feels ancient.
I got a tray, actually, that goes across the tub, and I can put a book on it and have a glass of rosé.
Yeah, I love it.
Get in touch with my feminine side.
Right. Hang on. Did you get a bath tray? Because
you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
You are now winning. I thought that Ilana was winning. Now I realize you have won a game.
I really just realized how to elevate my game.
Yeah. You know what I'm doing?
You too can
for your wedding gift, I'm getting you a bath tray.
Ooh, I love
coming your way. It is coming your way.
You too can read a small book right there over the top.
An easy, large printed book.
Yeah, it's fun.
So do you have any summer plans now? I guess you're on hiatus. Are you going to go shoot another movie?
No. We are going to, I have a few months to, I'm going to go on a trip and not work and regain my human self and put away my robot self for a little while. You know, the machine kind of that kicks up.
Of course.
No, I'm going to like reconnect with my humanity.
What about the yoga and the stand-up and...
Yeah, so then, okay, so then after I reconnect, I'm going to eat, pray, love. I'm going to...
Eat, pray, love.
My friend Phoebe Robinson and I are doing a little tour in November, a stand-up tour, so I'm going to work on my stand-up.
Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, that's amazing.
They'll go walking around the great city and comedy.
Yeah. You can see it? Okay, good.
Rough Night. It's in theaters right now. Ilana, nice to see you.
We're going to open up the inbox with your questions when we return.
All right, the inbox. What do you have?
Oh, this is so cute. Let's see. This is Aaron Huang from West Keensburg, New Jersey. The only hour of quiet we have is when Mackenzie is watching live. Aww.
Well, the quiet's almost over.
Yeah, sure is.
I've got, this is great. We give away these fantastic trips all the time on the show. And this is Kim, Morgan Hill, California. Thank you for our trip to Grand Cayman Islands. Spent our 37th anniversary there. It was wonderful. The island people were so nice.
Wow.
We're glad you did it. You look very relaxed.
They look really young for 37.
They do.
That's 37 years they've been married.
37 years they've been married.
They look really good. Did you see them? They look really good.
They got married at 14.
Yeah. Adrian Hirschfield from St. Louis, Missouri said this photo was taken around 2004. Rebecca and friend at Sundance, they met up with Ryan Seacrest. He asked the friend, who is the hottie? Oh, so you asked...
Wait, I asked him who that girl was?
You asked him who the hottie was. Oh. According to these people.
I mean, if that's not smooth, I don't know what is. This is from Kathy Weir in Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. She says, are you all Weirs? Or you're from Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Canadians are in the hizzy.
I can watch you guys from anywhere, even in my dentist chair.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
That's so funny.
On the gas.
You know, I
yes,
always
good.
watch Food Channel in the dentist chair, and I don't know why.
Well,
It's-
because you tragically can't eat, move your mouth,
yeah,
or do
I'm
anything,
just like
so it's
looking
torture.
at all the foods that I'm someday going to eat again.
It's just like doing on the
Yeah.
treadmill.
You're right. Betty Elliott from Munhall, Pennsylvania says, Ryan, I'm from Pittsburgh, where we enjoy recreation on the Three Rivers regularly. Learn to swim in the river. However, that jet boat ride on the Niagara River is epic. I've done it 3 times. I was wetter than being naked in the shower.
Oh, it makes me want to do it again. And then here's Lauren Ballard in Katy, Texas. She says, Ryan, let your dad know my son Jackson knows how he feels with the hurt hand. He broke his leg the last week of school and will be in a full leg cast for 8 weeks. He's been such a trooper. Well, Jackson, we feel you. Thank you for watching us. Hope you feel better.
That is not fair, Jackson.
No. Good luck in through summer.
We'll be right back.
Be right back.
If you'd like to know more about anything you see on live, just log on to our website at